Hello everyone. So today we try to understand how CDN works and what problem it solves. So why does YouTube or Netflix load video instantly even if the servers are far away? The answer is something called CDN. CDN stands for Content Delivery Network. The problem. Imagine if a user is in India and requesting a content from YouTube or Netflix, okay, which have their servers in the US. Then that user will experience high latency as the data has to travel across the world in order to deliver. So the idea is, so instead of serving the content from one location, we store the content closer to the user using something called as edge servers. So how it works is user requests for a content, okay, CDN checks for the nearest server, okay. If the content is present, it will immediately serve it, and if it's not present, then it will fetch from the main server and cache it, okay. So instead of traveling across the world for the data is served from the nearby, okay. So you can see here, so you can see that, okay. I'll show you now code now, a simple code here that will help you understand how CDN works. So I have created a method called fetch from origin. It's nothing but a promise that is resolved after 2000 milliseconds. This can be anything. This means we are fetching it from the main server. There might be a DB calls, that is why given 2000 milliseconds. Fetch from CDN, data is cached in the CDN, data will be written automatically, and this is the method run that fetches the data first time and second time. Same data is trying to fetch. So now if I run this code, see, first time it went to a CDN, but there it didn't had any cache, so it went to the main server and fetched data in some 2 seconds. Now second time when the request went to the CDN, it already had the data, so it came quickly, that is in milliseconds. So this is how CDN works. So you get the data delivered very quickly. It's similar to caching only, but here we cache only static data, meaning the images, the static JSON, the static JavaScript files, which are nothing but libs. We cache that only. So this is how YouTube. This is example. This is how YouTube and other Netflix content delivery website deliver websites. Okay, I'll just show you the CDN part. So for example, jQuery is a popular library that mostly is hosted on the CDN so that it is quickly served. For example, this is a CDN of jQuery here. So this suppose you want to use this particular jQuery library in your code, so you can either import it like this in your code in the script section, or what it will do is it will directly go to this particular file which is hosted in the CDN, and it will download that particular JavaScript library. If I go to this particular URL, it is nothing but a simple JavaScript library. So all the code is a static, means if there is any change in the method, then it will be an updated version. For example, currently this version is 3.7.1. if there is any change, it will be 3.7.2. the user will also be fetching that same version. So this 3.7.1 is static. There is no business logic changing based on the user input or anything. So it's a static content, a static JavaScript file, so you can directly keep it in the CDN, and that can be imported in your code directly, which will be downloaded at the runtime. So this is how CDNs are used. So CDNs are used mostly for static images, static JSON, static JavaScript files which are not going to change. Yeah, thank you.